We continue our coverage here on ESPN3 of the 2022 Doc Halverson Unidome Classic with an in-state matchup between the Drake Bulldogs of Des Moines and the Iowa State Cyclones of Ames inside the Unidome on the campus of the University of Northern Iowa here in Cedar Falls. I welcome you in. I'm David Warrington. Alongside me, former UNI softball player Adara Opiola. We will take you to the starting batting order for the Bulldogs. They will lead off Libby Ryan, followed by Johnson and Valtman. Rigby bats fourth, followed by Rice and Bedsworth. Koenig, Lehman, and Wheeler round out the 9. Coming up to bat to start the game for the Bulldogs, you see the head coach of Drake, Rich Calvert, in his 19th year with the Bulldogs. And now we'll give you a look at the starting defensive alignment. Out in the field for Iowa State, Spellhog, Ramos, and Ochoa in the outfield. Pond, Ronchez, Simpson, and Allen around the infield. Michaela Ramos will be behind the plate doing the catching, and Janessa Jasso will be in the circle getting us started for Iowa State.
First runner on.
Always want to get that first runner on. She does take. It's high, and she will trot over to first base. Good start for the Bulldogs. A 4-pitch walk for the Drake Bulldogs. Impressive resume for Rich Calvert, as that one's chopped up to second base. Get the out at second. That's all they're going to get, but they do nicely to get the lead runner. Second baseman Simpson turned quickly and got the out at second. Ramos kind of had to reach down and readjust to get it, as another one's chopped over to Simpson. She makes a good strong throw over to Allen at first base. 2 down for the Bulldogs, but they do have a runner over on third. That one gets away. Runner's coming home, and she's going to slide in safely. Macy Johnson puts the Drake Bulldogs on the board. They lead at 1-0 here in the top of the first, as Jasso lost control of that one a little bit. Ramos couldn't wrangle it in, as that one's going to be taken low and inside for ball 4. That will extend the inning as Rigby makes her way over to first base.
A lot of times as an infield with the 3-2 count, 2 outs, you want to throw the ball across the field because you know that runner is going.
That one's high, and there's another walk. Jasso with her 3rd walk so far in this game. 2-1 is the count. Runners on first and second with 2 out here in the top of the first. That one swung on, sent into the outfield. That will probably score a run. Now it definitely will score a run as it's mishandled out in center field. As also advancing to second base on the play is Bedsworth. 2-0 Drake. It's Drake clearly ready to go against the Power 5 conference out of the Big 12 Iowa State Cyclones. That one sent up, hit out there into the outfield. Settling underneath it is the left fielder, Carly Spellhog. And that will retire the side, but not before. Drake puts across 2 runs here in the top half of the first. Here's a look at the starting batting order for the Cyclones. Carly Spellhog will lead us off, followed by Ramos and Allen. Malaysia Ochoa will bat cleanup. Pond and Marin behind her. Ronchez, Simpson, and Skylar Ramos round things out for the Cyclones. Lineup chosen by Iowa State head coach Jamie Pinkerton, his 5th year in Ames.
A little bit of control issues as well. She was just missing her corners, it looks like. We'll see if she can adjust today.
That one swung on, sent deep into left field, takes a big high hop over the left field fence. And just like that, we've got Spellhog aboard at second base. Ramos, a senior out of Riverside, California. Waits on the changeup, chops it over to Koenig at third base, makes the throw. It's out, it's wild into the Iowa State dugout. Spellhog advances to third base.
She played different positions in high school, went to a very successful high school. They've been to the state tournament a number of times. That program really turned around.
Bit of a rough start to the outing for Mackenzie Hupke, the junior out of Independence, Iowa.
It's a good job getting up in this count, though. That was essential.
Good bounce back so far as that one's high. They throw down, and the ball gets away. They were trying to throw down to third. That will score a run. Spellhog in there easily, as the catcher for the Bulldogs, Michaela Rice, tried to catch Spellhog napping over there at third. Instead, throws it into left field, and the Cyclones are on the board. Here's the 2-2 pitch. Swings at that one, chops it over to second base. Nice job to throw the little underhand toss to first to get the out, but not before looking over the runner. Make sure that Ramos stayed put. See Bedsworth, Johnson, and Rigby in the outfield. Koenig, Ryan, Lehman, and Valtman around the infield. Michaela Rice is the catcher, and Mackenzie Hupke, the junior out of Independence, Iowa, in the circle. Hupke with the payoff pitch. Swung on, swing and a miss. Strike 3. That was an important strikeout for Mackenzie Hupke, as now she doesn't have to worry about those runners over on second and third. One more out any way she can get it. and they will escape the inning with just the 1 run allowed. Big spot here with 2 on in scoring position, but 2 outs. Swings at that one, sends a high fly ball out to center field, ranging back. The catch is made at the wall. She robbed it and fell over the wall, but it's an out, and that retires the side. What a play out there by Macy Johnson, ranging all the way back. Finale of the Doc Halverson Classic against UNI after this, so that's another thing to think about. As the 3-1 pitch misses, and Lehman will be aboard at first base to start off the inning for the Bulldogs for the NCAA tournament, where they lost to Missouri 5-0 to end their year. Swing and a miss for strike 3. Wheeler frustrated with herself as she can't advance the runner over to third. 2-1 delivery from Jasso. That one swung on. High pop-up, short right field. Simpson drifting back, and Ochoa runs into her, but not before she makes the grab. Watches that one go by. 4-pitch walk, as that is the 5th walk here so far from Jasso. As here is the 2-2 delivery. Swung on, popped up into short left field, ranging in, and the catch is made by Spellhog, and that will retire the top half of inning number 2. Was 7-7 with 25 appearances and 14 starts. That one swung on. Second baseman's there to make the grab, ranging back just a little bit. Haley Lehman puts that one away. Almost poked fun at the setup we have here, but we're very proud to be able to host this tournament, as that one's sent back to the pitcher. Hupke fields, throws over to first for the first out, or the second out rather, as there you get the wide shot. Hupke with a 3-1 pitch, and Ramos watches that one low. 5-pitch walk as they keep the inning going, and now we're back to the top of the Cyclone batting order, as here is the payoff pitch. Watches that one, called strike 3, as they escape. The runner stranded there on third base, as Drake continues to lead this game 2-1 through 2 full. 2-1 delivery, swung on, sent into left field. Nice play there by Spellhog to range over and make the catch. Had to move quite some distance over to her left. Makes the grab for the first out.
Good time to battle here. If you're Jasso, you don't want to give up another walk. Wouldn't be too detrimental at this point, but gonna have to deal with it now, I guess.
6th walk of the day so far for Jasso, as Rice is aboard at first base. 1-0 pitch swung on, sent into center field, and that one's going to be handled out there by Ramos. Puts Bedsworth away for the second out of the top of the third. 2 down here in the top of the third. 0-2 delivery. That one swung on, popped high into right field, into foul territory, and Ochoa ranges over to make the grab. Big 12 conference, Texas and Baylor in front of them. That one fielded by Koenig at third base, throws over to get Ramos at first for the first out here in the bottom of inning number 3. Payoff pitch, swung on, chopped fair down the left field line. Allen takes a wide turn. Now she's going to go into second, and she will slide in safely without a throw. As nice job to battle back from being behind in the count. Sends a laser down the left field line fair. Shows bunt. Now she pulls back. Swings that one. A bullet into center field. Takes a high hop, and it will go in and over the center field fence for a ground rule double. Just like that, RBI double for Malaysia Ochoa. We're all tied up at 2 apiece. Was the main catcher for Drake so far in this tournament. Michaela Rice, oftentimes an outfielder, catching today, as that one gets away from Hupke. Pond stands at second, Ochoa at third, 2 in scoring position with 1 out. As Marin now will load the bases, drawing the 5-pitch walk. Bases are loaded, full count, and that one misses, and that will give the Cyclones their first lead as Ochoa crosses the plate. Ronchez gets the RBI walk. 3-2 Iowa State. So clearly a player that, at least in that appearance, didn't walk many batters. That one swung on, popped high into the air. It's going to go into foul territory and caught for the second out of the side. So definitely a team that can get it done offensively. That one swung on, chopped over to first base. Fields it cleanly, and Valtman steps on the bag to retire the side. Cyclones put up 2 runs in the bottom of the third, and now they lead it 3-2.
Because you're in a hitter's count right now or a walk.
That one just misses outside for ball 4, so Lehman once again will walk.
Her out at first, moving the runner to second, but something has to be made of it.
Swing and a miss, strike 3, as Jasso takes care of Heidi Wheeler for the first out.
Yeah, I think that's a great take. Not sure what kind of damage you're going to do to a pitcher's pitch like that, especially when the next pitch you're able to take first base on. With her contact and her speed, she's able to find ways on.
Goes down and gets that one over to Simpson. She'll get the out at second base herself. Throws over to first, but Johnson beat it out rather easily.
It was really exciting to see the different ballparks and get to play at so many different places.
And now they have a pickle going here. It's caught between first and second. Run comes in, and she is safe at home plate. Lehman called safe at the plate, and we are all tied up at 3-3. Johnson was caught up between first and second, but it was as designed because the attention there on Johnson allowed Lehman to sneak into home plate. And I love how fired up she got after she was called safe. You can tell these girls really, truly care about these early season matchups as Simpson ranges into shallow right field, fields it, and throws over to first to retire the side. But not before the Bulldogs knot things up back at 3. Here's the 0-2 delivery. Swing and a miss, strike 3. That is the first strikeout of the day for Emma Richards, coming out in relief. Nice. That's a good job against a potent leadoff hitter as Ramos pops that one high into right field. Long run, she dives, can't get it, and they're going to say it's fair. Ramos rounding second, and she's going to stop at third base. Stand-up triple. I wondered for a moment if they were going to send her home, but I think the umpire might be pointing to second base. So we'll see if they allow her to stay at third. Second base with just 1 out here in inning number 4. That one swung on right into the glove of Valtman over at first base. Ramos quickly retreats back to second. They call third base the hot corner, but first base gets plenty of hot shots as well, as we saw right there. Big pitch upcoming for Richards. The 1-2 delivery. Swings that one, chops it right back. It's going to be fielded by Rice at third base. No play to be made as that took a monster hop. And there was just no time for her to make a throw. It'll be runners on first and third with 2 outs. Swing and a miss, strike 3, as a nice job by Richards to get out of it and strand the runners in scoring position. We've played 4 full. We're all tied up. Drake 3, Iowa State 3.
Wasn't nervous nobody was going to score. It's been a great game so far.
That one chopped to shortstop. Nice throw made to get the out at first, as Alicia Ranchez makes the play for Iowa State. 1 away. They retire Rigby. It's only given up a couple of hits. But as we touched on, has walked 8 batters. Make it 9 as Rice will head down to first base.
Split second decision. It's hard to train.
And that one catches a piece of Bedsworth. Think it got her on the elbow. So she'll be allowed to head down to first base. Runners on first and second with 1 away as she shakes off the arm.
It's a really exciting opportunity for Drake.
Runners in motion. Throw gets away, and the Bulldogs are going to take the lead as now we got to play at third base. And everybody is safe, and Drake with the 4-3 lead. Here's the payoff pitch. Swung on, chopped right over to first base, or rather lined to first base. Allen ranges back to make the grab. We'll try the payoff pitch once again, and inside might have actually caught a piece of Laura's leg, maybe knee type area. Either way, ball 4 or hit by pitch, she will make her way down to first base.
The bench and hit.
2-2 delivery. That one sent to the second baseman. Simpson makes the throw, and the out is recorded over at first base. So 1 across in the top of the 5th for Drake. They reclaim the lead at 4-3.
And then while you're thinking about that, I'll throw a rise ball right past you.
Always the mind games. That one's lined, and it's going to be caught out there at shortstop. Good reaction time by Libby Ryan. She makes the grab for the first out. Critical time as well, as that completely changed the complexion of that game. Puts a good swing into that one, but will be settled underneath out there as Johnson makes the routine play in center field. Waits for that one, and the off-speed catches the inside corner. That's going to retire the side. Bulldogs allow nothing across the plate. In the bottom of the fifth, they lead it 4-3, and both defenses have buckled in and done what they needed to do, as there's a swing and a miss for strike 3. Ellie Spellhog gets her first strikeout of the day, coming in relief. Ryan goes down swinging for the first out of the side. Also walked and stole a base. Grounded out in her other trip to the plate. Lays down a bunt there. Spellhog will take care of herself, gets the throw over to Allen at first base. 1 pitch, 1 out in this at-bat, as Johnson is retired, 2 away.
To get some reps in, get some game experience in for a variety of players on the roster.
That one chopped up. Shallow center field. Simpson calls off the center fielder and makes the grab herself. Nice 1-2-3 inning for the Cyclones, and they'll have a chance to see if they can get some more runs across in the bottom half of inning number 6. They trail at 4-3.
And trying to get things started is Ramos.
And she does so with a scorcher past the diving second baseman. She's going to try to take second, and she will do so as she was sprinting out of the box, thinking 2 all the way. And she now stands aboard at second base. 1-0 delivery from Richards. That one swung on, sent into center field, and they're going to have the runner stay there at third base. Ramos takes the wide turn. Coach Pinkerton not wanting to risk anything here with nobody out. 2-2 delivery. Chops at that one. Vaultman fields at first. She'll get the tag, but that will tie the game as Ramos dives into home plate. And we are all tied up 4 apiece with the RBI ground out. Here's the 2-1 delivery. Chops that one to second base. She's going home, and it's not in time. Spellhog scores, and that is a 5-4 lead for Iowa State. They take back the lead they held earlier in the game.
Depending on how the ball bounces off the turf, potentially, she might beat it out.
Slaps that one and finds a hole. And they're going to have the runner stay there at third. At first, Coach Pinkerton waved his arms, but instead gives the sign to his pinch runner. And now we got runners on the corners as Ochoa just slaps that one in. You see, takes the super high bounce. We've seen that all weekend long. Squares the bunt, sets it down. Runner was in motion, and she is in there as the safety squeeze was on. And Olivia Wardlow is safely at home plate. That gives ISU a 6-4 lead. She's another player for Iowa State to set a grand slam this weekend. She had one in the 8-3 victory over South Dakota State. Slow little dribbler. Ryan fields at shortstop, makes a strong throw, and gets the out at first base. Huge spot there as they stop any further damage, but still a 6-4 lead for Iowa State. Last call for Drake coming up. Payoff pitch once again. That one chopped. It's going to be fielded by the shortstop. Ronchez makes the throw. It's out of the glove of Allen, and she will be aboard safely at first base. Typically pretty good teams, especially as of late. That one chopped. Ronchez another chance. Fields it, throws over to Allen, but that one is wild. Now we got the runner coming in from third. She'll stay right there as they're not going to risk Rigby trying to come home.
Wow.
This game is totally flipped on its head now with 2 in scoring position and nobody out.
Iowa State really wants to focus on the batter here.
Gets a piece of that one. Ronchez gets over there. It's off her glove, and everybody's safe as Bedsworth will be in safely at first base. No movement from second or third. Bases are now loaded with still nobody out. Here's a 2-2 delivery. Swung on.
Yeah,
caught out there.
Yeah, the line drive in foul territory. Good jump, reading the ball right off the bat.
Clearly an experienced player, as that one's off the glove of Allen and fair. 1 run will come in to score. They do get the out. Nice recovery on the play. But the run does come in to score. Now it is 6-5. Cyclones looking to stay perfect. 3-0 so far. Here's the 1-1 pitch. That one swung on, and that is going to tie the game. Splits the second baseman and right fielder, and they will take the lead as Bedsworth is safe at home plate. 2 across, 2 RBI single. Drake leads at 7-6. And Delaney Taylor, she didn't start the game, came in off the bench. And Drake with the lead down to their final out.
State league favorite in the Summit League, UNI and Drake.
That one's chopped to Ronchez. Underhand scoop goes to second base to finally end this inning. But not before the Bulldogs reclaim the lead at 7-6. And it'll be last call for Iowa State in the bottom half of the inning. Puts a swing into that one, sends it up foul. Catcher underneath of it makes the grab, and there's one away. Skylar Rigby makes the catch in foul territory. 1 up, 1 down so far for the Cyclones. That was a big out, number 1. That one swung on in the middle of the infield. Ryan's there, makes the catch, 2 away. Cyclones down to their last out. That one sent, is caught to end the game. Michaela Rice grabs the line drive, makes the grab, and that is going to do it. An exciting game. Drake comes away with a huge in-state victory over Iowa State, final of 7-6.